Okay, has it started? Okay, on good. So basically, please attend the class. I'm not the kind of lecturers who will check attendance every day. I won't do that. If you want to attend, you attend. If you don't want to attend the class, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so I don't have any rules or any marks for your attendance. Okay, but if you join my class and you answer questions and you join any discussions, and I'm more than happy to give you bonuses if you need it, okay, especially for your assignments and for your exam. So again, I don't have any marks for your attendance, but if you engage during the class, even by typing, even by discussing and give me some answers to the questions, I could give you bonuses for your assignments and exams, okay? Again, you can contact with me via my email and Microsoft Teams. Normally, I promise that I will respond to you within 24 hours. Okay, if you chat with me via Teams, it will be much quicker because I'm quite available via Teams. And sorry, but I don't work during weekend. Okay, if you have any problems about members' contribution or you don't catch up the materials of the course very well, and you want me to re-explain something, just email me, book a consultation with me, just chat to me, okay? So my job is being a lecturer, which means that I need to ensure all of you, after passing this course, you understand about marketing and lots of principles about marketing. Okay, so that's my expectations about you during the class. Sometimes you are quite lazy for typing, so if you agree or you disagree, you can give me some reactions. Okay, you can send me the like, the haha, you can raise your hand, you can applause or something like that. Just don't make me alone, okay? Because teaching online feels like I cannot see your face and I don't know what kind of status you are in when you listen to my lecture. So if you agree or you are good with the content, just make some reactions, okay? Like you can give me an applause or something like that. You can give me a heart as well. So I won't feel very lonely when I deliver the sessions. Do you have any expectation about the class? Any specific expectation? Or do I speak too fast? Or do I speak too soft or too loud? Any issues? If there's not any, just type no, we are good or something like that. Okay, thanks, Steve. So I have uploaded to Blackboard our textbook, Principles of Marketing, 15th edition. If you can find 6th edition or 7th edition of this book, that is totally fine. Okay, so they are quite similar to each other. Okay, but the book should be from Kotler and Armstrong. For our midterm and exam, sometimes it will be open book. So it will be good if you could, be familiar with the textbook, okay? So that if the midterm or the exam is an open book, you know where to flip through, okay? So the course learning outcomes is to understand the rules of marketing, understand basic marketing concepts, you can analyze, process any problems and activities related to marketing, and you can conduct a professional marketing plan, which is your assignment as well. Okay, so I will confirm this later. So our course assessment, we will have the midterm as always and the final exam as always. And for the assignment in the class, that will be the major marketing plan. I will confirm it later, but for this time, that will be the major marketing plan for this class. Okay, so tentatively, we will need a group with 5 to 6 students. Okay, and you can choose your partner if you have anyone that in your mind, and I will create a sheet for you to fill in your name. If you cannot find your partner, after week 4, I will randomly fill your name in. Okay. Okay, and about the course schedule, so we have 15 weeks studying. We will go through these contents, these chapters. I will upload to Blackboard the syllabus later. Okay, so you can catch up with what is the section, what is the content of each section, and what chapter we are referring to when we deliver the session. Okay, so again, you don't need to read the whole textbook. Okay, what you need is to go through the textbook to see, this part in the slides is here in the textbook, so that in the final or the midterm exam, if the rule is open book, you know where it is. Okay, so just that basic. You don't need to memorize or study the whole book. That is waste effort wasting. Okay, so about today's learning objective is to define what is marketing, understand about some key processes of marketing. Okay. Do you have any questions about the course, or you are on good so that I can move on with the key content of today? Any issues? Any questions? Okay, so these are just basic information about the course. And again, if you have any questions later on, you can chat with me anytime. Okay, I'm very available in terms of responding to messages or emails. Okay, so we are talking a lot about the terms marketing. But what exactly is marketing? Do you have anything in your mind of what is marketing? What is marketing campaign, or what are marketing activities that you have observed so far? So from your own works, what is marketing? Any ideas? Okay, so let's think of an example. Okay, imagine today or next semester you are going to IU campus. Okay, you are going to the campus because you need to study offline. Okay, and then in the class you find some very handsome or beautiful friends. Okay, if you are a boy, you find a very beautiful girl. If you are a girl, you find a very handsome boy, and you crush them. Okay, you just have a crush on them. And now, how you going to get that crush fall for you as well? Which means, how can you convert that crush into your boyfriend or your girlfriend? What will you do? What will be the first step you do? So the scenario is that you go to the campus, go to the class, and you find someone very interesting, very handsome or very beautiful. You have a crush on them. And now, how to get them crushed for you as well? What would you do? What kind of steps will you take in order to convert that person into your boyfriend or girlfriend? Any ideas? What will be the first thing you do?
Oh, I think we will chat with her.
Okay, so Hank's idea is that you try to find her Facebook, right? Or her TikTok or her YouTube or any social network to chat with her, or you can approach them offline, right? Face to face in order to chat with with them. Okay, so Joe's idea is to let them know much about us. Okay, so allow them to know you. Okay, after that, after you have the good conversation with that person, both online and offline, okay, now you are kind of acquaintances, you know each other. Okay, you can talk with each other in terms of very happily and very comfortably. Okay, and what will you do next? Okay, so now assume you and that person are kind of friends. Okay, you will say hi whenever you see each other. You will say that, okay, you can ask some basic questions about the assignments comfortably. Okay, no awkward. But that does not mean that that person has a crush on you again. Okay, what will you do next? Guys, don't tell me that you never have the crush in your life, right? I believe that during your high school or your university life, you have many crushes, and of course you have some certain strategies in order to cope with this situation. Okay, if I'm in this situation, okay, of course, yes, I agree with Kang and Joe that I will chat with them. I will try to start a conversation with that person. Maybe the first topic could be about the weather, about the assignments, about the clubs, or anything related to our common thing. Okay, so from those conversations, I will start to get the idea of what is common between us, what is the same thing, the same interest of us. For example, we can discuss about the music, the movies that we are watching recently. Okay, and after we know each other, most of the time we start to talk about love in order to see if he or she available. Okay, and assuming that he or she available, so we will start to think of, okay, so what kind of benefits from me that I can offer to that person. For example, after talking, we know that that person wants a girlfriend or a boyfriend who are super smart. Okay, so if you know that, you will pretend or you will try to showcase your smart as much as possible. Okay, or if you know that that person loves movie, loves to go to cinema, so you will pretend to love movies or cinema as well, in order to have some common thing to discuss with that person. So this process, we call that, we will try to build relationship. Okay, by understand them, by think of the strategy we want to approach them, to think of what kind of place they often go to. Okay, if they go to that place, I will pretend to be accidentally go past this place as well. Okay, what kind of products or what kind of things that they bought recently, I will try to offer the same thing. For example, if you know that they are looking for an assignment result, maybe you can offer them something like that. So we try to build relationship with them through some certain strategy. Okay, and hopefully at the end of the process, okay, they can see your value. Okay, so the crush see your value and you can successfully become her boyfriend or girlfriend. So marketing basically is the same thing. Okay, when two of us meet each other, for example, Apple. Okay, Apple want to sell their products to us. The first thing, okay, the first thing is that they will try to have a conversation with you, right? How will they have a conversation with you? How do you know about Apple? Okay, so they will start to think, okay, I want to sell a product to that person. What is the place that person go to? Where will that person sit? What will that person watch? Okay, so I will see some places that I can touch or talk with that person in order to have a conversation. And then they will let the consumers know much about them in order to feature or showcase the product features. They may say that, hello, we have a very good camera. Hello, we have a very good screen display that is perfect for any designers. We have the very cutting edge technology, which is perfect for any technology lovers. Okay, so they will start to create the value. They start to tell the customer that, hey, I know you need that, and I have the value of the product I want to offer for you. Okay, because now they know the customer already. They know that customer need this, and that. So when they build a product, they try to create the value for that customer. Then they appear in the market by building strong customer relationships. They try to make the customer love their products. They try to say that, hello, the most famous celebrities in the world is using Apple. Would you like to try becoming someone very famous like that? All of cool person, cool people will use Apple instead of Samsung. Okay, will you want to be one of us? Okay, or for Samsung, they may emphasize that we have very good technology and our camera is super excellent with lots of presets and images. So that they know the customer value and they try to create the value and they try to make the customer love those values. Okay, have the good relationship between the brand and the customer. And at the end, when you decide that, okay, I will spend money to buy that product. Okay, so you allow the brand to capture the value back from you. The value here is money. Okay, and the value for the love relationship, of course, is love. So there could be different types of value. Okay, so marketing is basically you understand the customer, you create the value for that customer. Okay, by building your product development is when you create the value for the customer. Okay, and then you start to think of how I will persuade that customer to agree that these values are created specifically for just them. Okay, so I will try to build the customer relationship. So after we are in the relationship with the product, we will have a sense of whatever they say, I agree. Okay, for example, if I love Nike, okay, or Adidas, whatever they say about their product, I tend to believe them. Okay, but at the same time, if there is a brand that I don't know, for example, this is just a fake brand, okay, Nike. Okay, you go to the wet market and you see there is the brand called Nike and say that I deliver the same values of Nike. Will you believe them? Will you trust them? Yes or no? Okay, imagine you are going to the wet market. You see the brand called Nike, okay, which you have ever heard before. And they say that we deliver the same quality, the same value as Nike with a cheaper price. Will you trust them? Yes or no? Okay. Why not? Quốc Anh, why don't you trust them?
Because it's so weak. I don't believe them.
Okay, because the brand is not famous, you have ever heard of them before, so you don't trust them. And because it's so cheap, and your logical thinking will tell you that, how on earth can a very cheap product have the same quality of the high-end product, something like that. So you will not really trust that brand, okay? That is because maybe they say the same thing. Maybe Nike has been overpriced you for century, okay? But you haven't know that because you have a very good relationship with Nike. Nike build very good brand image so that you tend to trust whatever they say, okay? Because in your mind, you know that this brand is in very good quality. I know that. I trust that. So from now on, even they have the price of 2 million Vietnam dong or 3 million Vietnam dong for a pair of shoes, I will trust them. But when the new brand join the market, it's very new. They don't have any relationships with me. I don't have any information of that brand or that person. So I am not likely to trust that. So that I cannot spend money in order to buy that product. So the product failed to capture the value. So every product, when it is introduced to the market, okay, first thing, of course, the product itself must create some value for the customer. And then during the marketing process, okay, they build a customer relationship. And when the customer love them, trust them, be persuaded, they can capture the value back from the customers, okay? So in the real examples, okay, for example, every time you go to the wet market, okay, so you see a lady, okay, she is a fish seller, okay, this lady, okay, for example, this lady, she's a fish seller at the wet market. Will she apply marketing? Of course she is, right? She needs to understand something about marketing as well. So at first, she needs to understand who are her customer, okay? So she will consider, okay, this is better to sit at the intersection rather than at the small corner in the wet market, because here I can approach more customer. So she will start to understand or visualize her customers, okay? She knows that I am not going to sell my product to like young people because they may not interest in my product. I will sell my product to housewife, okay? So she will choose the customer in order to sell to. And then she will create some marketing program, okay, which could be flyers, which could be advertised, which could be like speech, okay? Most of the time when you go to the wet market, you can hear something like em ơi, chị ơi, vô coi cá đi chị ơi, something like that, right? So that is some kind of advertisement, okay? That is just informal way, but that is also marketing, right? 50.000 một ký, mại vô, something like that, okay? So that is some certain type of advertising. But when we work for big corporation or big company, we try to convert those daily life advertising into something more formal, okay? Advertisement, banners, discount, okay? For example, she can say that If you want buy 1 kilograms, this is 50,000. Okay, if you buy 2 kilograms, that is 90,000. That is discount. Okay, the same thing of what Shopee is offering to you, but Shopee is doing like a more theoretical based marketing. Okay, very structural compared to what you see in the wet market. But marketing start with market like this. Wherever there's a market, there is marketing. Okay, and then you will try to build relationship with your customers by trying to say, among 100 customers of mine, these 50 customers often go back and buy my fish, so they are loyal customer. Okay, and if they are loyal customer, I need to build better relationship with them in order to make them buy my product more frequently. For Shopee, Tiki, Lazada, they also do the same thing. Through what? Through membership points. Okay, the more you buy, the more you can sell. Okay, so that's what they offer to you. They're trying to say that buy more from me, thanks my loyal customer. Okay, welcome to the membership program. Buy more from us, so we'll give you more reward points. Okay, so that is when you build the profitable relationships. Okay, there's a problem with the sharing. Okay, and after you build a very good relationship with that customer, you will capture back the value. Okay, let's see how things happen in real life with more professional marketing. Okay. If I click to the clip, can you hear the sounds? Can you hear the sounds?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, on good. Okay, let's see the clip to see that what kind of value the brand is offering, what kind of relationship they are building, and how they want the customer to capture back the relationship or the value. Okay, what is the value this clip is offering? This brand is offering. What kind of value this brand is creating for the customer? So Bluestone is the household appliances, the kitchen appliances brand. Okay. What kind of value are they creating? What they are trying to say in this clip, in this marketing campaign? Just freely say what you think of this clip. What is the message? Why do they have this message? There's no right or wrong answer. Okay. Bonus for anyone who can answer this question. Yes, Joe. It is the equal between genders. Men can do jobs like women. That is their message. But why? Do they have that message? Why Bluestone want to have that message? What kind of value do they create? Why? Why that is not any NGO, non-governmental organization develop this message, but Bluestone, a brand who are doing their marketing, who want to sell more products for the profit, have this message. What kind of value they want to create for the customer? Okay, so another question. Yes, perfect, Joe. So I'm going to get Joe a bonus. Minh Châu. Okay, so when Bluestone, a house-on appliance, start to advertise their product, they see that when we consider of technology-related product, most of the time, man is the one who decide. But I'm sorry, woman is the one who decide which product to buy for their house. Okay, but Bluestone don't really want that. They want to emphasize both men and women can also use this product because we offer a very easy in use technology. Everyone can use my product, no matter if that is the wife or the husband. So they think that if that is the case, how should I advertise my product? If I solely advertise it for the woman, so I can only target half of the customers who are women. Okay, if I change the strategy in order to target male as well, in order to say that, hello, husbands, actually my product is not that difficult to use. It is very easy to use. You can use it in order to support your wife. And if you use my products, you can be considered as a very, very good husband because you already support your wife in terms of housework, and you are the symbol, the representative of a modern husband. Okay, so they try to convert a gender value in general into something which can be advertised. And when the husband see this clip, they see that, they say, actually, I should not be afraid of housework, okay? Because that is what woman, modern husband also participate in. But I don't know how to do housework. Okay, Bluestone can help me with that. I can see clearly the value that Bluestone is creating for me. So I'm more than happy in order to buy their products. Okay, so that is marketing because Bluestone creates some value. They create the product that is easy for husband to use. And they try to build relationships, which means they try to make the man feel happy to buy their products in order to produce these advertising like this. Okay, and at the end, they can capture back the value when the husband go to the store and buy their products. Okay, and they can capture the money back. So I'm going to give you 1 mark in terms of bonus. Okay, what about this one? Okay, a campaign Courage is Beautiful, which is occurred during the COVID-19 by Dove. So think of what kind of value do they create, and how do they build a relationship, and how do they capture back the value. Okay. So what are the values Dove is offering? Okay, give you 2 minutes to think through that, and you can type your answers in the chat box. They want to share and soften the band with the frontline nurses and soldiers. Okay, why is that? Dove is just a shampoo, right? Dove is just like cream, skincare, shampoo products. Why do they have this campaign? Why do they want to share and soften the pain? It talks about the stereotypes of society about beauty. Yes, both of you are correct. So, Dove itself, if you follow Dove campaign in the past 10 or 15 years, you see that Dove have one consistent message, the true beauty. Okay, everyone could be beautiful in your own way. Okay, so when COVID-19 happens, and the nurses, the doctors, and the frontline people, they need to go through the kind of the world in order to see that, in order to protect others. And when they try to protect others, they will start to have some problems in their appearance. But because they are frontline people, they don't mind. Okay, they don't care about their appearance much much as how they can support or help more people. So though with their original message of the true beauty, they say that, hey, true beauty is not only about smooth hair, not only about good skin, not only about your body shape. Courage is also beauty. Okay, so they try again, talk back to the society, say that you should not have stereotypes to the front lines, because at that time many people who joined the COVID-19 like debate, and they say that there will be like lots of risk, lots of issues, and lots of harm to your own appearance. But those trying to say that courage is beautiful, and as people, as individuals, we should also join those in order to appreciate these frontliners as well. Okay, so the value Dove is already created in the past many years, like for their beauty products, but they try to build more relationship with the customers in order to say that, please join with Dove in order to help the frontliners. Please remove the stereotypes of beautiful in your hand, because courage is also beauty. Okay, and they will capture the value from this marketing campaign by getting the donation. Yes, Phương, that's right. And they will try to donate this money back to support the frontliners. Okay, so thanks Phương and Như and Châu for your answer. Okay, so I will note it here. Phương, Châu Thiên Phương. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Thiên Phương. Okay, what about this one? Okay, so this is the clip of the promotion for the movie All of Us Are Dead in Netflix, and this is the promotion in Thailand. Okay, so have you watched the movie or have you heard about the movie? Do you know the movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's about zombie, right? Yeah, and in Thailand, in order to promote the movie, they have the real school bus with some actors and actresses playing the role of zombie, and they will also go to the street and try to promote the movie as well. So, what kind of value they are offering to their customers? Why people love to watch this movie? Curiosity. Okay, so value here is not only about the product, it could also about the feeling as well. So they can offer like the emotions, the feeling of scary, of curiosity, the feelings of being entertained by watching movie. Okay, so those are the value of the movie, and now they're trying to promote it. They try to build a relationship with the customers. Yeah, excitement while watching it, and they want to intimate, mimic the feelings, the value that they will offer through the movie. Now they print it offline. Okay, they try to go to the street and tell the customer that, hello, if you watch the movie, you could feel the same thing: excitement, scary, curious, surprise. Okay, sometimes it's about fun, it's about sadness as well. Okay, so different feelings and emotions. Yeah, create the same feeling of what we have in the movie. And when the customers who never heard of this one, suddenly on the street, they see some students, okay, with lots of bloody faces, with like bloody clothes, and yes, they would check. They would check, what is this? Okay, maybe they would try to go up and search for the trailer of this, or they will go up and start to click on some advertisement on Facebook, and you are now the target audience of Netflix, of the movie. Okay, so the value they create here is the value of feelings, emotions, excitement, curiosity, sadness, funny. Okay, and then they try to build relationships by mimic these feelings to the offline customers in order to spread the message to as many as customers as possible. Okay, and the capture back value is that they have more people to watch their movies. Okay, which means more people will use Netflix, subscribe to Netflix. Okay, so that is the value Netflix one. So you can see that. Okay, so thanks Kang, Han, and Joe for participating in the discussion. Okay, Kang, Han, and Joe again. Okay, so basically marketing is to create value for customer, build relationship with them, and then you capture the value back. Okay, and the marketing process, most of the time we'll go through the 5 steps. Okay, these 5 steps. Okay, the first one is to understand the customers. Okay, when we think about understand the customers, we will start to think about what do they want. Okay, just like when you want to have the crush phone on you, you will start to think of, now, who are they? Which schools did they study in their high school? What do they like to eat? What do they want? What do they need? Do they need a handsome girl, a handsome boy, or do they like a smart girl? Okay, so you will start to understand them and know what they want. Okay, so in marketing we have the different terms of needs, wants, and demands. Okay, Need is the state of felt deprivation, which means the basic thing that you need to have in your life. Okay, when these things are converted into something related to culture and personality, we call it the wants. And when these wants are created with the buying power, which means you convert this one to something you can buy, that is the demand. Okay, I say it again. Need is something very basic, following the Maslow hierarchies of needs. We need food, we need water, we need warmth, we need to rest, we need to sleep, we need sex, we need to be safe, we need to feel secure. Okay, we need to have friends, we need to achieve some certain achievement in our life. That are needs. When these needs are backed up with culture and personality, that is wants. Okay, and when it is created with buying power, that are demands. For example, okay, so you need food. Food is very basic thing. Everyone need food to survive. Okay, if you are a Vietnamese person, you will want phở or bánh mì or cơm tấm because that is something backed up with your culture and personality, right? If you are an Italian person, you may say that I want pizza. Okay, I want spaghetti because that is something the same thing. You need food to survive, but you want different things based on your own culture and personality. If you are a veggie, okay, a vegetarian people, you will say that I need food as well, but I want veggie food. Okay, if you are a fitness person, you will say that I need food, but I want low calories food. Okay, so wants is your need that is backed up with culture and personality, your lifestyle. Okay, for example, I need something to wear. Okay, but because I'm a lecturer, I want a blazer to wear during my class. Or tonight I'm going to a bar. Okay, so I also need something to wear, but not a blazer. Maybe some other types of dress or skirt. Okay, or you also want something to wear, but because this is raining outside, so you don't want a blazer or a sexy dress, you want a raincoat. Okay, so once is when your need back up with culture, personality, lifestyle, and demands is when there is the buying power, which means you know where to buy it. Okay, you need food, you want a bowl of pho, but different of you have different demands. For example, for me, for breakfast, I demand a bowl of pho in the intersection near my house because that is the most convenient. For you IU students, maybe you want a bowl of pho in IU canteen because you miss that place so much. Okay, for other people, they want a bowl of pho, but they also want the feelings of being luxurious, the feeling of being expensive. They want to spend money, so maybe they demand a bowl of pho in the 81st floor of the Landmark Tower. Okay, so we maybe have the same need, but based on our culture and personality and lifestyle, we have different ones. And based on the money we have in our pocket, we need different demands. Okay, another example. For example, your younger sister or younger brother, today they said that I need something to communicate. Okay, so what could they want? If in dinner, during the meal, your younger sister or younger brother said that, Mom, I think I need something to communicate. Can you guess what does she want or what does he want? I need something to communicate with my friends. I need something to take photos of us. I need something to catch up with my friends. Yes, most of the time, he or she trying to say that, hello, mom, I want a new phone. I want a phone. Okay, so maybe a phone. But most of the time, there will be different types of phones. So your mom will start to think, well, you need something to communicate, which means you want a phone. Okay, so they could have different demand here. Okay, maybe she will demand a Nokia 1280, or she may demand a Samsung, or she may demand an iPhone 13. Right? So demand is when your want is backed up with the buying power. What do they want to buy? Okay, in order to serve that want. Okay, so why do we need to understand needs, want, and demand? Okay, so that we can offer things to the market. Okay, so for example, market offerings basically in the plain language is when you offer something to the market to serve or to satisfy the need or want. Okay, I tell you a truth. When you study marketing, try not to memorize anything. You just understand. Okay, try to understand things, and then you will automatically remember that. Okay, don't try to learn by heart anything. That meaningless in marketing in order to learn by heart. Okay, so people always have needs. If that is backed up with culture and personality, that is wants. If it starts to relate to money, something to buy, that is demands. Okay, so when the marketers know that truth, they try to satisfy the need of one by deliver different types of products. Okay, different people, different types of products. And market offerings does not limit to physical products. Sometimes we offer more than that. So for example, okay, for this one is the park in Banana Hills. Okay, what do they offer? Do they offer the whole park? Or what kind of values do they offer to the customer? When they build a park, okay, or Disneyland, what kind of value do they offer to the customer? So when you go to Banana Hills, okay, you don't bring the whole building home, right? They don't offer you physical products. But what do they offer? What is the market offerings in this situation? They offer the service, they offer food, they offer games, okay, ideal place, entertainment. They offer the place where families can gather to each other in order to experience. Okay, experiment. You try the new thing, comfortably feeling, vibes, emotions. Yes, so they try to offer different and not just the product. You don't go to Banana Hills and you expect to bring the whole buildings home or you bring the whole couple cars home. Okay, you try to take the experience. Similarly, okay, when you see the iPhone, they don't just give you an iPhone. What else do they offer? Why you need to buy an iPhone, but not a Samsung, but not a Nokia, but not a LG phone? Why an iPhone? Samsung also have various utilities. right? Can or can. Samsung also have various utilities. LG can offer the same thing. They also have cameras. Yes, the feeling of being having money, right? So high security. Yes, the social class, the brand name. So it is the feeling of being in the middle or higher social class. When I have this one, it brings me the feeling of being rich, something like that. Okay, so when the brand offer, they just don't satisfy the basic needs. They try to think, what do people want? Okay, for example, also clothes, something to wear. Okay, but why people buy clothes from Chanel, Gucci, or the luxurious brands? So they don't just offer physical products. They offer the feelings of being rich, being in the higher social class, have the higher social status in life. And if we refer back to the Maslow hierarchy of needs, we see that people don't just need food, water, and something to live. Now they need the feeling of prestige, the feeling of accomplishment. Okay, different from a bicycle. Okay, something to travel. Why do people buy a bike, a motorbike? Okay, but in terms of motorbike, why don't people use Trim, Honda? Okay, why people think of SH? Okay, airplane. Or recently, Vespa is famous again. Why is that? This is just a tool, a thing in order to travel. But why people are willing to spend much money? It's vintage, it's the design, it's the cutting edge technology, and it's the feeling of social status. Okay, the same thing. Why people buy VinFast, but not Toyota or Kia? Okay, the revenues or the selling numbers of VinFast is increasing, much increasing. Why is that? Of course, we cannot compare VinFast with BMW or Mercedes-Benz or something like that, but compare with Toyota or Kia in the same row. Why people love VinFast that much? What does it bring to them? Or BT's Hunter. Okay. Of course, BT's cannot really compare in terms of quality with famous brand, but why it is? Okay. So through the way they marketing it, okay, the same, maybe the same needs and the same ones, but VinFast say that, hey, this one is the first car from Vietnamese people. It tried to arise the national interest, the nationalism, the national identity in your heart. This is Vietnamese product. I am Vietnamese and I will try to support Vietnamese talents. Okay, it triggers the sense of being in the same community. Okay, so again, market offers, which means the marketers offer something to you to satisfy your need, not necessarily limited to physical products. Sometimes it could be all the values as well. Okay, so in this one, Dove is trying to create very basic advertisement. Okay, can you tell me what kind of values Dove is offering? What is Dove offering in this situation? Okay, looking at this advertisement, what is Dove trying to offer? Better image. Yes, use Dove and you get beautiful hair. So like just basic image, right? But they have the message behind that. They have the value that the customer can see. Now your hair is like that. After using my product, you will have the smoother hair and more beautiful hair. Okay, so Dove is offering a solution for this person. And this person, okay, so Dove is offering a solution to the customer, and the customer give back them the money when they buy the products. Okay, so that is an exchange, right? An exchange between a product and the customer. Okay. Okay, this is 9 a.m. Or do you want to have a break, or you want to finish one more session and have a break later? What do you want? Do you want to have a break now for 10 minutes, or do you want to continue the session? Okay, okay, so just have a break so you can go and wash your face, eat some breakfast, or bring your breakfast to the table, and then we will come back at 9:15. Okay, please come back at 9:15. Okay, I assume that you have come back from the break, and let's continue the session. Okay, where are we? Okay, so exchange is when we offer something to the market and we try to receive something back. Most of the time that is the profit paying from the customers, the revenue, or the transaction that the customer make. So in order to make the customer satisfied with us, we try not to set a very high level of expectations, because you know that if we set a very high level of expectation, they will expect too much and over the market offerings, over the value we can create. So the rules is that we set the right level of expectation, the expectation that we can satisfy to them, we can balance that, so that after we deliver the value, they will feel happy with us. Okay? So that is number one, understand customer needs and wants. And the second one is to design the customer strategy. Okay, so the strategy basically it means that we choose the right customer to serve. Okay, because imagine when you create a product, for example, I have a product of hair care solutions. Okay, for example, I have the hair care solution products. Okay, so when Cocoon produce this product, sorry, maybe they don't target 90 or 100 million Vietnamese people. Okay, why is that? Why don't they target every Vietnamese people for their product? Okay, bonus for who can answer this question. Why every time they produce any product, a pen, a hair care product, a skincare product, an iPhone, why don't they target every Vietnamese customer? Why? Why don't they do that? Why can't a brand? It will be more difficult to satisfy on customer one. Not everyone focus on hair care because it's too general and they cannot focus on specifically. Okay, yeah, that's right. Thanks me and Fu. So most of the time when they create the product, the product cannot serve everyone. Okay, for example, for me, I want long hair, but maybe for another like a male individual or a man, they don't want to have like smooth hair like that. Okay, or for some people they want their hair to be curly. So different people will have different demands. And for example, for babies, okay, they don't need hair care solution, their hair can grow normally. Or for elder, they don't want their hair to be smooth, they just need their hair to be there. Okay, so different people will have different needs. Okay, and that's why whenever we produce a product, we need to have in mind which type of customer I want to target. Okay, do I want to target office workers? Do I want to target businesswomen? Do I want to target students? Or do I want to target housewife? Something like that. So we will start to divide 100 million people, Vietnamese people, which means too many of us, into different groups. Okay, hundreds of groups, for example. So we will start to think that the group who have the same issues, so that we can communicate or we can satisfy them better. Okay, so for this one I will give the bonus to me who have the very good answer here. Okay, so for example, for the products like Ensure and Budweiser, okay, they have totally different customers. Who will be the target customers of these brands? Who you think will be the target customers of Ensure and Budweiser? Elder people for Ensure? Yes. And for Budweiser? Okay, of course, young people. Okay, younger generation. They could be like final year students upwards. For example, office workers. Okay, who can consume beer and they have money to buy the product. So imagine if Budweiser want to advertise their product to elder people. Of course, you have never in your mind imagine an advertisement where your grand actors in your grandmother and grandfather's age drink Budweiser and say learn, right? That is totally nonsense because the products basically does not suit with that type of customer. Okay, so in terms of design the strategy, the first one is to choose the right customer, and the second one is to choose the right value proposition. Okay, what kind of value do I have but my competitors don't have? That's what we call value proposition. Okay, why should my customer buy my product but not my competitor's product? Okay, for example, why should people buy iPad Pro but not iPad Mini? Oh, sorry, iPad Mini is not a competitor. But not Samsung tablet. What is the value proposition? What is the value of my product, iPad Pro, but Samsung tablet does not have it? Okay, what makes OMO more luxury? Yes, technology, the design, right? The technology, the utilities in there, the applications, the synchronization with Apple or the Apple products, for example, iPhone. Okay. Similarly, Fami has different value proposition compared to Vinamilk. And yes, Joe, many influencers use will feel the same feeling of being in the same community with them. Okay, Fami and Vinamilk. Okay, why don't we buy Vinamilk but we buy Fami? Okay, if you watch lots of advertisement from Fami, you can see that they emphasize on the calcium, the number of calcium they will offer within the products. Okay, and it targets more on the office people or in the high school students to university students who need to sit a lot and have some issues with their bones. Okay, compared to Vinamilk, which is like target generally to everyone who need more calories for their studies. Similarly, for Omo, this one Omomatic, they say that they will maintain the color for the clothes. Okay, combined to Thai. If you remember Thai advertisement, okay, most of the time they will say that Thai make everything whiter. Okay, more white, much white. Okay, so with that value proposition of Thai, make everything become white again. Okay, so it satisfies certain customer needs. For example, moms who have students who have children in their household who need to wash their own uniform and make it white again, but it won't be suitable for office worker because, for example, I have like navy blazer, I have black blazer, and if I use Thai, it will make the color faded out. Okay, that's why I choose Omomatic, for example, in order to keep the color as it is. Okay, so different products will have different value proposition. And in terms of strategy, we also consider the philosophies, okay? The marketing management orientations, which is the philosophies of marketing. And this one, okay, quite important, because if your midterm have the multiple choice questions, there will be at least 1 or 2 questions related to this. Okay, so this one is basically answer the question, what kind of philosophies under my marketing practice? Okay, so basically, if you open a new store, okay, you open a new business, and people ask you, what is marketing? Of course, marketing is to create value, build relationship, and capture the value back. But what is really marketing in your mind? Okay, so different businesses will have different philosophies behind. For example, for Ford, okay, Ford follow the production concept. So for them, marketing management should focus on improving production and distribution efficiency. What does it mean? Okay, it means that in the past, Ford only can produce, for example, 1 or 2 colors with a very high price. For example, maybe in 100 years ago, $800 is too much. Okay, is a lot, and they think that, well, if I just have very limited number of colors with a very expensive price, I cannot satisfy customer needs. Okay, so in order to satisfy customer needs, I need to improve my production management, which means I need to produce more and cheaper price. So they start to improve the production technology. Okay, so now they can produce like 5 to 6 colors. Okay, within, for example, 1, 2 color, 100 cars a day. Now they can produce 1,000 cars a day. Okay, with the cheaper price, for example. Okay, so that what it means by production concept. So if you go to Ford and ask the owner, the CEO of that company, hey, for you, what is marketing? He will answer that, for me, marketing management should always improve the production and distribution process, which means we need to have more products to more people. We don't want to have any people who want our product, but they cannot have it because it is not available. Okay, from my opinion, consumers will favor products that are available and affordable. That's why for me, marketing is to improve the production process. Okay, so that is the first one. The production concept refers to the philosophy. Okay, that marketing management should focus on production, focus more on how to produce more products with affordable price, and we can distribute it to more customers. Okay, the second concept is a product concept. Okay, so for some companies, they say that, well, I don't think that marketing should focus on production. Sometimes the rare number of products makes my products more valuable. For me, marketing management is to make my product in the best quality with the innovative features and the best performance. Okay, so these product, for example, Google and Apple follow this product concept. They don't really concentrate 100% of them into the production process, but they focus on R&D process in order to research and develop more innovative products. For example, they always think, how should I make my product improve? How should I innovate my product? How should I make the continuous product improvements in order to embed, to integrate the best AI technology to my product? Okay, so this community, if you ask Steve Jobs, okay, or any CEO who keep focusing on improve the product, you ask them, what marketing means to you? They say that for me, marketing is all about the product. Product is key. How to make my product perform the best is my marketing strategy. Okay, so that is more about the product concept. So what could be the disadvantage of this philosophy? Any disadvantages? Okay, bonus for those who can answer this one correctly. What are the disadvantages of the product concept? Sometimes it does not look like in advertisement. Not really, because if they can improve their product to that certain standard, they will advertise it as it is. What could be the disadvantage for business if they follow this concept? Any ideas? I give you 2 minutes to think of this. If you can search for the term marketing myopia and tell me the answer, that is great. Everyone needs a different and growing too fast. That is kindly true. Can you elaborate, Phương? What do you mean by that? Everyone needs a different and growing too fast. Okay, so Phương and you are right. So when you focus too much on your product, okay, you just try to improve. For example, this is a pen. Okay, now you integrate the GPS, you integrate lots of technology in this brand, Bluetooth, GPS, Wi-Fi, cellular data, 3G, 4G, 5G, and you forget that the customer just need a pen. They don't need like the super pen in their hand. Okay, so that is when you focus too much on your product and you forget the customer needs. Okay, so I will give the point for Như. Okay, because she has the the nearest answer. Okay, so marketing myopia is when we focus too much on the product, how to improve this product, but you forget about our customer needs. For example, the case study of Kodak. So Kodak in the past is very famous for film making in the film camera. Okay, the color is the best. They have the best technology in filmmaking technology, and they just focus too much in order to improve that one. But they forget that with the booming of iPhone, of phones, smartphones, okay, digital camera, people don't really prefer film camera as well. So company like Fujifilm or Canon, they see the trend, they see the consumer trend and the way consumer is changing. So they shift their product at the right time, okay, so they can survive. But for Kodak, they think that, well, even when customer prefer digital technology, maybe they still need to have like a film camera as well. They are true, but that is not all of the case, because when customer move to digital camera, there are not too many customers who still use film camera as well. And then there's the slump, which means loss of customer cannot don't want to buy the film camera, and the revenue of the product significantly fall, and it can lead to the bankruptcy of the product. Similarly to Nokia. So when Nokia is the best option for everyone in generation Y, I mean millennials, because at that time we don't have many options about phone. But when smartphones appear and they have very good technology, Nokia keeps improving its own mobile phone in order to have more games, GPS or new technologies in there. But they forget that customers don't really need a phone to communicate. They need a phone to take photos, to show their social status and social image. So Nokia has been decreased for certain number of years, and just recently they start to come back with the smartphone option, which is now too late compared to other products. Okay, so the product concept, which is good because it focuses on the product, always try to improve the product, but it has a disadvantage as well, because marketing starts with creating value to the customers. If you focus too much on your product, but you forget on the value you want to provide to the customer, you will fall into marketing myopia, which is very dangerous. Okay, or the philosophy is related to selling concept. So people will think that for me, marketing is discount. For me, marketing is promotion. For me, marketing is when I have lots of sales, and customers will not buy enough products unless I give them a large scale selling and promotion effort. Any examples of any companies who follow this selling concept? Okay, any brands or companies in Vietnam you can think of when you think of the marketing strategy of that company and you see only sales, promotion, discount? Which one? Which one in Vietnam follow this selling concept? Even you are not a business owner, you can feel that. Shopee. Yes, that's right, Phượng. Shopee, Lazada. So they actually follow the selling concept, because every time you remind, you think of that. Yes, TT as well. Yeah, but Shopee is more like the leader in the sales race. Okay, every month. August 8, September 9, October 10, November 11. So those are tactics of them. But even me, I mean, I'm the marketing practitioner, and I know that they are doing tactics in order to attract us to buy more. But I still fall in the trap, okay? Because as the human psychology, that is not really easy in order to avoid buying something that is very, very good in terms of value for us. Okay, so selling concept, Shopee, Lazada, Tiki, many e-commerce sites is following this path. Marketing concept is when the marketers think that marketing is nothing but to find the right products to my customers. So the marketing concept is quite different from selling and product concept. This one focus on the customers. Okay, the production concept focus on production, which means in terms of produce in factory and distribution. The product concept focus on the product, how to improve the performance of my product. The selling concept focus on promotion, discount, and the marketing concept focus on the customer. How could I bring the right products to the customer? Okay, who have visited other countries like America, Australia, or Canada? Raise your hand. Any other country, but not in Asia. Okay. Or raise your hand if you have watched any movies not in Asia. For example, Hollywood movies, American movies, Australian movies, Canadian movies, or any Western movies. Okay, of course, a lot of us. So, have you ever seen in that movie, they offer rice in KFC? Most of the time when I watch Hollywood movie, people go to KFC and they order either chicken or hamburger, right? When I was in Australia, most of the time I go to the KFC, they just have or hamburger, or salad, or chicken, or hamburger with beef. Not many of them offer rice. But in some states, in America or in some cities in Australia, they will have the rice options. And when I come back to Vietnam, many restaurants of KFC will have the rice options. Okay, you can eat rice with chicken. Why is that? Why do they have the rice options? So originally, KFC never have rice in the menu. But when they come to Vietnam, they come to some Asian country, they add on the rice options to the menu. Why is that? Why? Yes. In order to be suitable for the culture of the people, because they know that Vietnamese people, they love rice. Okay, or if you go to KFC, in Chinese you will see that they also have lots of noodles options. Okay, or in India they will have more curry options. So that's not any wrong with the food. They just add on the flavor in order to be suitable with the target customers they want to target. Okay, they know that Vietnamese people, When they come to KFC, they love our chicken, but not all of them love to eat hamburgers because that's not something they are born with. Okay, they love fries. So that I add on the options for them to attract them and to create new values to them. Okay, similarly for Nestle. Okay, when they come to Asian country, Nestle is the Western-based company, but when they come to Asian countries, they add more flavors, durian flavor, because they know that people here love that. So these companies, they also apply the marketing concept. They think that customer is key. I will do everything in order to be suitable with my customers' culture, with my customers' insights. Okay, so they are willing to create products and service that meet the need of the customer. Okay, and the last one is the societal concept, which means that they not really focus on the customer, but they also focus on the society. Okay, for example, the Body Shop. Okay, the Body Shop promise that, hello, for me, I care about my customer, but I also care about the society's interest. So I commit that I won't have any animal testing. I will support human rights, and I will protect the planet in every movement or in any market activities I have. So if you ask the owner of the Body Shop, what do you mean? What is marketing for you? What do you mean by marketing? They will say that marketing is something that while offering the value for my customers, I also consider the society, okay, the human welfare. Okay, so in summary, production concept is when the marketers focus on the production line, okay, assembly line and distribution, in order to make as many as available products to the customers, increase the number of available products in the market. Okay, product concept is to emphasize on the product performance, the technology of the product. The selling concept focus more on the discount. Okay, promotion. For marketing concept, I mean for business owner who follow the marketing concept, for them, marketing is to satisfy the customer. Whatever I do, I will satisfy my customer. Societal concept is when the business owner think that whatever I do, I will satisfy my customer, I bring the profit to my company, but I also consider the welfare of the society. Okay, this one, you can think of it at home, because sometimes we will have the questions like this during the exam. Okay, what is societal concept, and can you give some example? Okay, so that kind of question is quite common in terms of exam. Okay, so let's do a quick quiz. No, not I don't mean the real quiz. I mean that you can read the question now and tell me what is the right answer. Okay, ANZ has announced a donation of 87,000 US dollars to support communities in India which have been impacted by typhoon. So what do they apply? Societal marketing concept. Yes, they support the community, right? Okay, so this kind of multiple choice question is also kind of popular in midterm as well. Okay, you don't have to memorize anything, you just need to understand. Okay, what about this one? AIG, an international insurance company, uses personal selling to approach its target market. A salesperson could gain up to 50% commission for selling blah blah blah. Customers who sign the contract also have a chance to win a villa in a lucky draw. What marketing concept is this one practicing? D. Are you sure? Okay. C. So they have lots of promotion for both sellers, and lucky draw is also kind of promotion. Okay, it should be C. Okay, so the key thing is that marketing is when you read the questions and they mention a lot about customer needs. Okay, if you read the questions and you just quickly read through it and you say, oh, this one commission, this one lucky draw. Okay, those are considered as promotion. Okay, they try to give more discount. Okay, so most of the time it will refer to selling. Okay, so if that is marketing, it should say that a salesperson can get it. Customer, when they buy this one, they will have the benefit of ABC. Okay, so the way they create the question, it should focuses on the benefit for the customer. Right, Phương. Although the question also say that winning a villa in a lucky draw is also the benefit for the customer, but this is quite tricky here. If it is marketing concept, it should have more statements or more evidence about the product itself. The product, the insurance product itself, bring more benefit for customer. Okay, so it means that it should say something like the insurance have the policy of a customers who buy this can also get the life through insurance, or this insurance is specifically useful for customers who are in this age or that age. So the product itself creates the values, bring the benefits to satisfy the customer needs. So in that sense, it will be the marketing concept. But in this scenario, it focuses more on the way they sell. Okay, so that their product is already fixed. Now they just change the way they sell things to the market. Okay, so by giving more commission to a salesperson, by saying to the customer that if you sign a contract, I can give you this, this, and that. So it focuses more on the selling process rather than to changing the products to satisfy the customer needs. So this one is more like selling concept rather than marketing concept. Does that make sense to you, or do you need me to re-explain? Okay, so it is quite tricky when you read the question. Okay, if it's just like Nestle or McDonald's, if it say that in order to be like satisfy the customer need, they change their products, they adjust their products in this, that, and that way. That is marketing concept. But if they already have a fixed product, now they just change the way they sell that in order to more sales promotion, lucky draw, discount, game in order to get the discount. Okay, so that will be more about selling concept. Okay. If the exam is multiple choice, you can receive some questions similar like this. I will give you every week, I will give you some kind of multiple choice question for review, so you can do it yourself, and I can have some results, answers, I mean, at the end of the quiz, so you can do it at home to check if you understand or not the lecture. Okay, if you don't understand anything, please chat with me or ask me in the next lecture. Okay, so after you design a strategy, okay, this one you understand needs, and once this one you design the strategy by choose the right customer, right value, and right philosophy. Okay, this one is where you build a program, which means tactics, how to achieve or how to conduct the strategy. Okay, so most of the time we will refer to marketing mix, okay, which includes place, product, promotion, and price. Whenever you see any clip on Facebook or YouTube, it mentions 4 P's in marketing. Okay, so that means price, place, product, and promotion. We will have specific lesson about these 4 P's in the future. Okay, and in terms of marketing mix, we also have personal selling, advertising, sales promotion, which means discounts, promotion in terms of price, events and experiences, PR, direct marketing, interactive marketing. Okay, so different tactics, different way in order to conduct a program. So tell me, do you have you researched about any successful marketing campaign? What did they do in order to success? Okay, bonus for those who can give us the example of a successful marketing campaign, and you can well explain on what did they do in order to be successful. Custom Coca-Cola. Okay, what did they do, Joe? Joe, what did they do in order to be successful? Yes, yes, right. So not many years, a few years ago, okay, so Coca-Cola have the campaign where they print the name, lots of famous popular name of customers into their bottle. Okay, why do you think this campaign is successful? Why this campaign is successful? As a customer, why do you think this campaign is successful? So first, it starts from people needs. Okay. For example, they know that Coca-Cola is not really something to drink to satisfy the drink. That is normal. But they also want to emphasize on the self-actualization. People want to be unique. They want to be special. When they drink Coca-Cola, they don't want every bottle to be the same. They want their Coca-Cola bottle is the one that is specifically targeted them. Okay, personalization. So people nowadays love personalization. Okay, so Coca-Cola relies on that ideas. They know that my target audience, mostly young people, Young people here could be high school people, university students, and young officers who have the high self-esteem. They love themselves. Okay, so they start to think that in that sense, I'm going to change my product a little bit and also emphasize on the promotion tactics in order to make customers the feeling of customization and personalization. Okay, and of course people love that because it's satisfied people need. Now Coca-Cola does not just offer a drink, but they offer something for customer to selfie with, or for customer to take a photo and feeling that they are special. Okay, so the unique experience that Coca-Cola is offering. Okay, Phượng is also right. The Shopee is also very successful when they give many discounts to attract customer. Okay, so Shopee start from the inside that when people buy online, when people are in the e-commerce environment, they tend to buy more than what they need. Okay, raise your hand if you have ever don't think of that product, but because you see the sales promotion, you see the promotion from Shopee or the recommendation from Shopee, you buy more. Okay, most of the time e-commerce products, e-commerce sites make us buy more than what we need. Okay, so Shopee have their own strategy. They follow the selling concept, the selling philosophy. And in terms of the IMC program, they don't change their product. Their product are the same. They also have similar number of stores or shops, but they focus on promotion. Okay, they focus on sales promotion as their tactics. Okay, so that they are very successful in terms of sales promotion. Okay, move to the fourth step. After we have the program that deliver value to the customer, we start to build relationship with them. Okay, so we try to manage our relationship with the customer. Okay, which means they have already come to us, buy a product from us, and now we want to maintain that relationship, maintain the satisfaction level with them. Okay, so we have the idea of customer perceived value and customer satisfaction. Customer perceived value is the perception of the customer on how much value did they receive. Okay, so for example, you and your friends go to a store and both of you buy this one. Okay, again, a hair care products. Okay, both of you buy the same thing, but one of you is very happy with a product. Another one is not happy with the product. Okay, because maybe the first one see that, oh, my hair is not very smooth and this product helped me to make my hair smoother. Okay, but for other people, they say that, oh, my hair is I don't have much hair. Okay, so I want a product in order to grow my hair. Okay, so the value of this product print to the first person is much more than the second person, because that person is the right target audience. Okay, so the benefits that the products print to, so this is the smooth hair product. Okay, there are two persons go to the store. Person number one, she finds a product that helps her hair smoother. Person number two, she buys the product in order to grow her hair. Okay, so the benefits that the product bring to people number one is much more compared to person number two, because it satisfies the need of the person number one better. even though they pay the same thing. Okay, they spend the same amount of money. Okay, that's why the person number one will see the product as more valuable. Okay, so that is the value of the product that the customer see. Okay, and this one is customer satisfaction. Is when the performance match with the expectation. So basically, when the expectation, okay, is more than the performance of the product. Okay, for example, you expect the product to curl your hand, but the product actually just smooth your hand. So the performance of the product does not match your expectation. So you are not satisfied with the product, of course. Okay, so in normal world, you buy the product because you expect the product to solve a problem. If the product can do that, okay, the performance can solve your problems, which means it matches your expectation. You're happy, you're satisfied. If the product cannot solve your issues, you are not satisfied, right? If the product solve your issues and give you further benefits, you are highly satisfied, or we call that you are delighted. Okay, so the satisfaction is when we compare the performance and the expectations. Okay, you expect high, you receive the high thing. Okay, you are satisfied. You expect the high grade and you receive the super high grade in the course, so you are highly satisfied. You expect the high grade, you receive a very low grade. Of course, you are not satisfied. Okay, similar things happen with marketing and how we advertise the product. That's why we never over advertise, because it will create the misleading. Okay, have you ever heard of this scenario, the case study? United Airlines. Okay, so whenever we book a flight, we expect we expect that we can go on the airplane. It will help us to move from one place to another place safely. Okay, that is our expectation. But actually, for this man, when he goes on the flight, it is overbooked, so there is not enough seat, and he is selected in order to leave the flight. And that is very problematic, because the expectation of everyone when they pay money to have the flight is that I can reach the place on time, okay, at the time that I want. But the actual performance of this is that this person cannot go on the flight, and he's also get beaten. Okay, so this is super dissatisfying scenario for United Airlines. Okay, so satisfaction or not is when you compare your expectation and the performance. That's why we also have a quote saying that no expectation, no dissatisfaction, right? I don't really agree, but that is somehow explain the consumer psychology. Okay, sometimes when we highly expect something and we cannot reach that, so we will be highly dissatisfied. Okay, so the last one, after the whole process of create the value and build customer relationships, now we are trying to capture the value. So for capture the value, we have the terms called customer lifetime value. Again, don't try to memorize. Customer lifetime value is when you ask how much money the customer will bring to you over the lifetime. Okay, for example, I buy iPhone when I was 15 years old. Okay, so if when I was 15 years old, okay, every year iPhone release the new product. Okay, so imagine if I buy a new iPhone every year. Okay, so the profit I bring to iPhone is about $1,000 a year. If I can live until when I'm 90 years old, how much money have I brought to iPhone? A lot, right? Maybe it is about $75,000, right? 75 years, and then 1,000 a year. So my lifetime value that I bring to Apple is about $75,000. Okay, so customer lifetime value is basically the idea that how much money, how much value customer can bring to the firm over the lifetime, over the relationship between the customer and the company. Imagine in the year of when I was 15 years old. Okay, I don't like iPhone anymore, but now I like a Samsung. So I switch. Okay, so iPhone or Apple will lose the value from when I'm from 50 years old to 90 years old. All right, because if I continue to use the product until when I was 90 years old, that will be loss of value. But in the middle of the process, I'm dissatisfied with Apple. I change to another product. So when the company loses a customer, it is losing the entire stream of purchase, okay, from this period from me. So that is why we are trying more and more to make customers more loyal. The more loyal they are, the more value they will bring to us during the lifetime. Okay. Any questions here? Okay, so the customer equity is the total combined customer lifetime values of all company's customers. For example, if one of us, which means me, live until 90 years old using iPhone from when I'm 15 years old, so I will bring $70,000 to the firm. If the firm have 1 million customers like me, so the customer equity is when you take 75,000, you multiply to 1 million people. That is the total combined lifetime values of all companies' customers. Okay. But of course, not all customers will be loyal like everyone else. Different types of customers require different relationship management strategies. Okay. For example, this one is just to understand only, okay? You don't need to memorize this. In order to evaluate customers' equity, we have profitability and loyalty. Okay, some customer will bring you low profit, low loyal. Okay, so we call them strangers. Low loyalty, high profit, they are butterflies. High loyal, low profit, they are barnacles. And high loyal, high profit, we call them true friends. Question: which types of customer you will want to keep or you will want to maintain during your marketing strategies? which one will you invest more money in order to keep them or in order to build a relationship with them? True friends, of course, because they bring high profit to you and high loyal. Okay. What about butterflies? Why do you think butterflies also need to be maintained? Me? Okay. So of course, most of the time, firms love true friends because they have high profit, high loyal. They are with us, and they will bring more profit, more and more value to us. Okay, so this one maintain. Okay, butterflies also they have very low loyalty, but they bring you high profit. Okay, firms also love them. Firms love profit. Anyone bring them high profit, of course they will love that. Okay. Yes, that's correct, me, and that's why firm will invest more on these butterflies. Okay, because they bring you high profit, which means that they have the capability to spend money to the firm. Okay, but just now they are considering many brands. So the task for the marketers is to invest to them in order to make them more loyal. Okay, strangers. Okay, low loyalty, low profit. Most of the time, firm will get rid of this. Okay, not really get rid, but the right term will be they won't care too much. Okay, because you know that in order to maintain a relationship with a customer, that's lots of money. Email marketing, SMS marketing, discount, blah blah blah. So firms always need to decide which kind of customers I want to keep and which one I won't care. If won't care means if they buy my products, I will be happy. If they don't buy my product, that's fine as well. Okay, so strangers, because they bring you too low profit and they are not loyal as well. It's just like they visit your company once a year. Why should I care? Okay, they visit your company once a year and they spend only $10,000 per visit. Okay, so they are just like not very special customer that I should invest on them, because there will be many customers like that. Okay, and for verticals, okay, verticals are those are very loyal, but they bring you very low profit. What will you do? High loyal, low profit. Answer this one and we will finish the class. Dun, 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 dun. Any ideas? Okay. So most of the time, firms offer high price products, but customization for them. High price products, okay? That's very tricky because you won't know if they are verticals or not in order to change the price of the product. Okay, so in theory, it depends on the situation. If in the company, you don't have many butterflies and true friends to take care of, so you may want to also invest to this verticals in order to increase the profitability, they print to you. But most of the time, you may get rid of them. Okay. This is because they are highly loyal, but they don't have the capability to bring you more profit. Okay, so marketing a business is very profit driven. Of course, we also consider about the customer needs, also about the society, but sometimes the profit is things that make us survive. Okay, so the first thing in order to do business is that you need to survive first. You need to have profit first, and then you can consider all the factors, for example, CSR, society related factors. Okay, so this is the end of the lecture. I will give you the quick summary. So, okay, let's visit this slide. Okay, so in summary, today we have studied what is marketing. Marketing is basically to create value, to capture the value, and to build a relationship with the customer. Okay, you create value, you build relationship so that you are able to capture back the value from the customer. Okay, in order to do that, the first step is to understand their needs and wants. Needs, wants, and demand. Okay, need is something, it is the state of felt deprivation. Okay, one is when our needs back up with the culture and personality and lifestyle of that person. Demand is when that one is backed up with buying power, which means you can purchase it. Okay, and then you have the strategy. The strategy here is to choose right customers. Okay, right customer. We never target all of the customers. Okay, we also have to choose the right value. Okay, and the right philosophy for us. In terms of construct the marketing program, we often consider 4 P's, which is price, products, place, and promotion. Okay, 4 P's. And when we have the tactics, the visible and touchable tactics, we will also try to build the relationship with the customer. How to make the customer love us better, okay? By setting the level of satisfaction and providing the values from the product. And then we will capture back the value. So here we have the idea of customer lifetime value and customer equity. Okay, this one we have the idea of expectation and performance. Okay, so this is all for the lecture today. Do you have any questions? I will upload the recording on Blackboard as well as the slides, so you can visit it anytime. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the next lecture, or you can ask me now. Okay. Test bank for each chat. Yes, I have it. Not really the test bank. The test bank will be too much. Okay, I can upload the test bank if you want. But I will also upload the one that I have already customized, and I think that version is already okay for you, because the test bank will have like about 50 questions for each chapter, which will be too much. I have my own version which only have like 15 to 20 questions, and that capture all of the key things that I deliver. Okay, and I will upload them on Blackboard as well. Again, when you do the test bank or the self quiz, and you find out, I don't understand why the answer is like this, bring that to the class in the next lecture, or you can always chat to me via Microsoft Teams. Further questions? I will create a spreadsheet with all of your name in the Microsoft Teams so that you can keep track of your bonus. Okay, and yes, sorry, we will also have a group project, but I will confirm about it next week. Okay, I will confirm about the group project next week. We are in a discussion with our other lecturers about the assignments, but it is likely that we will have a group project of 5 to 6 members. A group here, or no, here, this one. Okay, I will confirm this later. I will confirm it next week, the latest. Okay, so I have a question, like anytime I post something on Microsoft Teams, you will receive the announcement, right? Do you prefer Teams or Blackboard? Do you prefer Teams for announcement or Blackboard? Okay, so I will keep using Blackboard to post the message, okay, because that is more formal. Okay, further questions? Okay, if there is not any questions, our next session will be back on Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday at 8 a.m. And I hope to see you at that day. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining the session. And please enjoy the weekend. Goodbye, everyone.